Welcome back to the Features of the Night podcast. I am one of your three hosts, VampireKitten, and we have...
Oh, it's our turn. Oh, hi, I'm Mickle Mackle.
You do this every time. I'm Johnny.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, today's episode, we are discussing the Oscars. Horror at the Oscars, or the Academy Awards, to be specific. I'm excited. We were really excited to do this episode because mainly it's just kind of unheard of that we've been getting so many horror films in the just nominated at all.
You know why that is, probably?
Why?
They actually had to watch the movies this year to vet them.
Yeah, so what can we actually I'd love to talk about that. How did that, why were they not required to watch the movies to begin? Like, I'm so confused as to why that happened.
It is a wonderful, wonderful question because it begs so many other questions, but the best I can come up with is it feels so cards on the table. I'm pretty critical of the Oscars as an institution, but that's not a conversation for today. But it feels like a very institutional thing. Like, we say this is good, therefore it's good. One person or a handful of people probably watch the movies, and then we're like, yeah, just listen to us.
Well, that really became popular with like Robert and Ebert, right? Or was it Robert and Ebert? Yeah.
Wasn't it like Siskel and Ebert?
Oh, Siskel and Ebert.
There was also
Robert.
Let's say Roger. It was Roger and Ebert.
Yeah.
Or no. His name is Roger Ebert.
Oh!
Ebert and
Gene Siskel. I think it was Gene Siskel.
There's Siskel. There was also Ebert and Roper, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
there's Siskel and Ebert.
That's when shit started getting kind of serious when it came to like reviews, because everybody was like, "Oh, they know what's best," and it's just like, actually, they don't.
That is
they
true.
They never fucking did.
Because go ahead. Sorry.
No. Oh no. I was just gonna say a lot of the stuff that they liked and recommended was nothing I liked.
I remember watching something about this, actually. It's a really weird one. One of them like really loved Balto and was like, this is a great animation. I'm not saying like it's groundbreaking, but like somewhat praised it. And the other's like, yeah, this is just Drek. Like, this is not a classic and nobody's ever going to watch this. It's Balto. Balto's a wonderful animation.
It's really
I don't remember any specific one of their reviews for any movie. I just remember always hearing like Siskel and Ebert give it 2 thumbs up. So that was just like what I grew up hearing. And I'm like, oh, these guys, like you said, these guys know what they're talking about because their name was just attached to like everything.
And we all just accepted that.
Yeah.
Which is something else that I think we've talked about before. I don't think we've talked about it necessarily on the podcast, but we've talked about it together, looking at things like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, particularly Rotten Tomatoes, the critic score versus audience score. Critics are often very out of touch with what audiences want. And as an academic myself, I totally understand it, because you have like this academic and big ivory tower, like, look at us, we like these films because they make us look good, versus lived experience. And
on that note, though, I would like to mention that a lot of the movies that they were like, oh, these are incredible, and they were in like incredibly pretentious, and they weren't even like art house either. They were just pretentious. Like, you should recognize that we are a good film, rather than actually being a well put together good film.
To quote from Family Guy, it insists upon itself.
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is.
Can either of you recall a film that you saw that brought you outside of that like mainstream?
Oh, I love this.
Mainstream media of film.
One of my favorite memories with my father, I make it sound like he's dead. He's still very alive. One of my favorite memories with my father growing up, I think it was like 19 or 20. I am a night owl, so I will stay up very late. And one night, for some reason, my dad was up, and it's like 1 a.m. Army of Darkness comes on, and he shows it to me, and we're just watching it and laughing and enjoying. that wasn't the first time, but my dad had a habit of introducing me to very obscure films or introducing me to things. I had known about things like Fritz the Cat since I was a
Mm-hmm.
kid. Not that I knew the content, and not that I knew what it was necessarily about, but my dad had at least mentioned these films. It's probably a good thing I didn't watch Fritz the Cat as a child, but I at least had an understanding that there was like film that is what we see with the Academy versus what you could call the underground scene or alternative film, perhaps.
Right. Okay. I've got a couple. I've got a soft spot for like I know this is you guys are gonna laugh at me. I like the Disney Channel Halloween films. I actually like the
Halloween
Disney
Town?
Channel. Yeah, I like Halloween
Love
Town,
Halloween Town.
but I also like oh, what's the one with the girl Xenon? I think they're all really cute
Xenon
and charming. You know
wasn't
what I
that
mean?
Melissa Joan Hart?
Mm, I think
Was it Melissa Joan Hart?
no, I don't think so.
No.
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 Who
No, it
was it?
wasn't her.
But Raven was in it.
But like I thought they were charming. They were like Luck the Irish. I love Luck the Irish.
I like
They're
Smart House.
they're so charming and they're obviously indie. And some of them aged well, some of them did not age well. But like I have a soft spot for them because I just feel like somebody put love into those and they were
Mhm.
never meant for mainstream media. But now they've just
My
become these things.
My apologies to Kirsten Storms. I was misremembering who it was. Kirsten Storms did a wonderful job playing Xenon,
Mhm.
just for the record. My apologies there, Kirsten. We loved your work, and we still love your work. I loved Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century. Wonderful science fiction. Second one was a little bit more unhinged, but I really enjoyed the concept. I agree with you though, BK. The idea of Disney
they're
originals, they're camp. Think of like
Mhm.
Disney
kid
went through
camp.
a period where they were playing before they really started their originals. They were playing things with like the what was the name of the three brothers? There was like a group of three brothers.
The Chiodo brothers.
Yeah, that's exactly who I'm talking about.
No, I don't know.
Was it the Thomas brothers?
The Lawrence brothers.
Lawrence brothers. Thank you. My God, I am so bad at names today. The Lawrence brothers were constantly in Disney movies that weren't necessarily originals.
Mhm.
Because I remember one of them was in Treasure Island that felt very much like the Never Ending Story. At least just how I remember it. And
Go ahead, sorry.
when they got to the originals, it just got to the point where they were creating, it felt like they were creating for love. Like, we want people to enjoy these movies. These are wacky, they're silly, often tongue in cheek, but they
I
were
also
fun.
believe.
They were watchable
I also-
by all ages.
I also
Mhm.
believe one of them was in Sky High.
Oh my gosh, Sky
Probably.
High was so good.
He was War and Peace. I think that was one of the Lawrence brothers. One of them's in The Hot Chick with Rob Schneider.
So we kind of got off.
Did that
on a
win an
tangent.
award?
That
did.
did not. That probably won a Razzie.
Oh man. So
But we'll talk about those another day.
I mentioned that
So-
because on one end of the spectrum, I have a soft spot for those kind of indie films that will never
Mhm.
obviously get any sort of awards. But and the critics like destroyed them, but a lot of people love them today. That's kind of the point I was trying to make. On the other hand, when I started watching weird fringe films, my dad introduced me to heavy metal. That was one of the first truly
Yes.
adult cartoon films, and he let me let me precursor this a little bit. My family is a family of artists. We had nude art in our house. We were, we weren't weird about bodies. It was like my dad showed me heavy metal, and it was never about the tits and ass that were in it. It was always about the story. It didn't matter whether or not Tarna didn't have clothes on. You know what I mean? We, as a child, I didn't understand that was something people didn't watch. So, I was constantly consuming art of all kinds, it nude and otherwise. So when my dad showed me heavy metal, I was amazed. The story was incredible. The animation was incredible. I was mind blown. The voice acting was so good. And it's things like those little nuggets of beautiful film and animation that I just absolutely fell in love with when I was little that make me go, okay, well, I don't necessarily believe the two thumbs up because they were giving reviews to things that were just so not good. Not
Well,
good half the time.
to piggyback off of that too, you were the first person to show me heavy metal, and like I knew what heavy metal was, especially because of the South Park episode Major Boobage, which is the kind of the counterpoint to what you were saying. Like it
Right.
emphasizes, and that's the whole joke.
I love
But
South Park.
when we watched it, what is the green orb? The Lochnar?
The Lochnar.
The Lochnar approaches the main character after killing her father, and there's something in the animation is so crisp there to the point that I have not seen pure dread and terror as viscerally in animation as I have in that moment where she's backed up against the wall but cannot go anywhere.
You're describing it, and I'm actually getting chills because I know exactly what you're talking about.
That scene, I'm actually getting chills too, because it's such a wonderful scene. But I think this feeds into our kind of disclaimer for this episode. We enjoy the Oscars in so much as they are something to consume, and it's interesting to see what gets nominated, but they are not, in our opinion, authoritative. There's a lot of stuff that is overlooked, and it's mostly things like that. Like, why can't heavy metal win an Oscar? I mean, obviously, beyond the fact that it's well past its year, but why can't we have more of these things that are considered fringe? But then that also begs the question on the inverse: does the fringe even want to be recognized in the mainstream?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, please.
Piggybacking off of this, I do want to mention The Ugly Stepsister was incredibly fringe, and it was nominated this year, which is wild.
Hey, y'all, if you have tummy issues or get queasy, might not be the movie for you, especially the tapeworm scene.
Just don't watch it. It's disgusting. However, if you're fine with body horror, it's probably some of the grossest body horror I've ever seen. Hands down. It was rough. It was a rough watch for me. And Together is a rough watch for me. Like the one where they kind of, what's his face? Franco.
Dave Franco and Alison, was it Alison Brie?
Oh, is it Together? Yeah, I said Together, right? Did I?
Yeah, that scene in the cave.
Oh, yeah. Together, and it was a very queasy movie for me. But so was The Ugly Stepsister. I'm so glad I watched it.
The end of The Ugly Stepsister is a lot.
But the fact that film got nominated, and it's not even I don't even think it's American made. It's like Norwegian or actually, what is it?
I think it is Scandinavian.
I think it's hold on.
My films that broke me away from mainstream media are actually Oscar nominated. They're just international films. One of them is Amelie, which I guess isn't really indie anymore.
I would like to mention that Ugly Stepsister is IFC, and I honestly love that IFC and what's the other one? A24 films. I am like obsessed. Those are the kinds of movies that I like to watch. Like I actually got Mubi, the streaming service, because I want to watch the weird art house stuff. And I'm just really excited that somebody paid attention enough to this weird little gross body horror film to nominate it.
Ugly Stepsister movie is from. It's Norwegian.
Norwegian. Let's go through the list. Let's kind of start from the from now and then go backwards, because I have some things I want to say.
I have a lot to say.
To quote a great film historian, let's go back to the beginning. And that film historian is Hilary Duff.
Oh, I thought you were going to make a very oddly specific reference
I thought that
to
too.
the Ice Age.
I thought that too.
We're going back.
From California.
You're going back in time to the Ice Age.
I only know this because of
Shout out to anybody out there who understands what the fuck we are
That-
talking about
yeah.
right now.
Actually, I don't even want to mention. I don't even want to tell people. Like, I want people to come to us and be
I
like,
wanna see
I
it.
know.
People,
reference.
there will be others.
Oh man, that is such a Southern California, very Orange County reference. Okay.
My childhood.
Our child, ouch, right in the childhood. Okay, so we found a big list. Since we're talking, I would like to credit this list. IMDb did a really great job putting together horror at the Academy Awards. I will link this in the description so you guys
Shout
can
out.
see it.
Shout out to Electric Warlock. Thank you for creating this list and continuing to update it since 6 years ago.
Oh damn! Oh, that's a long time. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Horror at the Academy Awards. Oscar-winning / nominated horror films.
So this year alone, we had Sinners, Frankenstein, Weapons. The only thing that's actually not on here is The Ugly Stepsister. There's actually a few that aren't on here now that I think about it.
I don't think this is a definitive list because it does not go back. I think it's a work in progress.
I think
Yes.
Begonia is. Hold on. Let me get a list. I would like
Begonia.
to mention that Begonia is not on this list. The Ugly Stepsister is not on this list. However, I think can I talk about somebody that I think got snubbed that I think deserved to be nominated as supporting actor?
What?
Jesse Plemons in Begonia.
Begonia.
He
Yeah.
didn't even get nominated, and he was so good. Like, I feel like I didn't. He was extremely emotional in his performance, and I just feel like he got super snubbed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah. What did the director of Begonia also make? It was something else that we just watched recently.
It was, Begonia. Yorgos Lanthimos did. I know we just watched it too. This is why it's frustrating.
Yeah, we
Oh,
literally.
Poor Things. We're smart.
Right. Because, okay, so she got nominated for Poor Things.
Oh shit! He also did The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the glorious Amy Madigan as
And Gladys.
Aunt Gladys. Is it bad that I low key want to do like a sexy Aunt Gladys cosplay?
Oh Jesus
No,
Christ!
you wouldn't
With
be
or
the
without
first.
the wig?
I've already seen a bunch.
I-
of
With
Aunt
or
Gladys
without the
cosplay.
wig?
It's gonna have to be with the wig because it's more recognizable. But like the amount
reveal.
of drag
We want the reveal.
what the reveal. The amount of drag queens that have done Aunt Gladys drag kills me. It is so cute. That and Longlegs, they're just like great characters. We got the Ugly Stepsister got nominated. I can't see what I think it was makeup, wasn't it?
I believe that or costuming.
Yeah, I think it was makeup.
gross. It was so disgusting.
Ugly
I loved it.
Stepsister nomination was for makeup. Oh, we got multiple apparently. Oh no, never mind. Those are the Amanda Award, but Academy for Best Makeup,
Which is amazing. Let's go.
Best Makeup and
Norwegian
Hairstyling.
films. Begonia has Best Actress Emma Stone, Best Adapted Screenplay, which Begonia is based off of something else, isn't it? I didn't
It's based
realize
off
that.
a Korean film.
We should watch that.
Let's see, Save the Green Planet,
Save the Green. Planet.
South Korean film from 2003.
I think there's like Critics' Choice and a few others for Begonia. Frankenstein got 9 nominations for pretty much everything. I think it was in most of the categories. I don't want to go too far into this because I don't want to spoil the newer films if people haven't seen them. So there's that.
If we say anything spoilish, we can always put a disclaimer. Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't know.
sorry.
I'm
Or you
sorry
just
that
cut
you
it.
didn't get to the movie yet.
Yeah, what
Let
are
me
you
tell
doing?
you, Johnny and I spent the last 6 days watching Stranger Things. So for those of you who took 10 years to fucking watch it and still haven't finished it, we beat you. Just kidding, we didn't beat you, but you know,
Ouch.
get on it.
Ouch.
Hey, listen, we did what y'all did in 10 years in 6 days. I don't know if that is an act of courage or desperation.
That is an act of courage.
It was like watching a 45-hour movie.
So Frankenstein was nominated for Best Picture, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Supporting Actor, which is Jacob Elordi. I don't know if I agree with Jacob Elordi getting nominated. I didn't think it was his best role ever.
I think
there must be a lot of monster fuckers on the Oscar panels. I'm sorry.
Creation.
Don't kink shame.
I'm not. We don't kink shame. We kink ask why.
Can we talk about like the big nominations this year?
Yes, I do. I was getting there. I swear I was getting there. Sinners,
I'm sorry. I'm
baby!
just super excited about this.
Sinners, baby. When we watched Sinners, we all watched Sinners together when it first came out. Like, I bought it. Like, I wanted to go to the movie theater to see it. I bought it. We all watched it together. For those listening, immediately I bought it. And we watched it like 3 times in a row.
We did. We watched it like one day, and then we watched it like the next day.
We did the same thing with Long Legs, to be fair. But when we were watching
do that
it,
with Long Legs too.
I told them, I said, if Sinners doesn't get at least an Oscar nomination for score, I'm going to lose it. And it got 19. Oh, no. Is it 19? No, it's not 16.
16 nominations.
Nominations. It beat Titanic. And it beat La La Land.
Well, I heard that movie Titanic was a massive shipwreck.
Oh, no.
Too soon?
No. This is why I love you guys. Oh, no.
But yes, 16 nominations. I do remember watching that first night we watched it, and I'm glad that we watched it like online together.
I have one thing that I'm upset about when it comes to Sinners nominations. The kid that plays the musician, what's his name?
I don't remember his name, but I just know they call him Preacher Boy.
Preacher Boy. I think Preacher Boy got snubbed at the Oscars. I think he should have at least been nominated. The Best Supporting Actress. So the Best Supporting Actor was Delroy Lindo, who played. One moment. He played. He played.
Delta Slim.
Yeah. I would have nominated Preacher Boy and said sorry, but I think Preacher Boy did a really great job. And then when I'm
Sammy.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
His name in the film was Sammy, but it's Sammy. Miles. The actor is Miles Caton.
And then another person
Caton.
that got nominated was Wunmi Mosaku. I think that is how you say it. I hope that is correct. I'm sorry if I butchered the shit out of that. She is from Nigeria, and she played Annie. I didn't think that she had a large enough role. Yeah, she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress, and I don't know.
I mean, she was at the Juke.
She was pretty cool.
She was the one that knew everything that was going on before everybody else did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think these 2 supporting actors were kind of a stretch. I think there were other better options. Like who played the who was the Chinese? It was Chinese woman, right? What was her name?
Grace Chow was played by Lee Jun Lee.
I think she actually should have got nominated instead.
I thought she did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Oh, at the end when she lets them in.
Mm-hmm.
I am kind of curious about it. I wonder if it's because they're considered like secondary casts that they got chosen. I'm looking at like top cast on IMDb.
I wonder how that's picked.
I'm curious too because Annie isn't even listed in this.
I'm not even sure how they pick that, but I mean, I guess they watch the film and decide from there.
I guess.
I hope they truly watched it this time. regardless, I think we can agree that this is a major win for the horror genre, and not just the awards and accolades or nominations. Sinners as a film is
It
just
is.
an incredible win.
It is a film.
It's a lovely film. And, you know, yeah, I always tell people, I'm just like, have you seen Sinners? They go, no. I'm like, it's, to me, I can't really say this to other people because a lot of people have not seen From Dusk Till Dawn. It is the Prohibition era version of From Dusk Till Dawn. Hands down. Very similar format. If you look at both movies, if you overlaid them, super similar format.
I think you said that when we first watched this.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean,
I knew that this movie was going to get cinematography and sound design for
sound is
sure.
so
I know that we're
good.
focusing.
Because
I know that we're focusing on Oscars, but I do want to note on IMDb, it's nominated for 16 Oscars, 222 wins, and 473 nominations total for all other awards.
I am
That is
really
incredible.
excited for them. Also, Michael B. Jordan playing two varied. So here's what is mind blowing to me about his role. I didn't realize the first 3 times we watched the freaking movie that he played the same role, or he played his brother. I thought it was two different actors.
I realized halfway through the first time, but I was like, that's the same guy.
I didn't even think. I was so invested that I didn't realize that that was the same person. Because it really, he does such a good job playing both characters.
I want to add that I'm glad I watched it wearing headphones because I was able to hear everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we're at the party and like if there's someone like walking by in the background, I felt like they were walking behind me. So I felt like I was there. I was like immersed in it.
Oh no, that was just me.
No, but seriously, it was just really, the sound was done really well. The cinematography was fantastic. The editing was good.
So, moving on from this year, which I really hope all of these movies win something. I would much rather see horror take the Oscars this year than any other year because we've got not only a lot of nominations, I want people to understand that horror film as a whole is extremely creative and fun.
Well,
it's fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously.
One thing that I want to point out, and this is coming from the literary perspective, I have a literary background and a PhD in English. One thing that is, it's something that I see a lot of and something that actually does irritate me. Things like horror, Western, science fiction are relegated to what we call genre fiction. Meaning that if you are trying to publish in a literary journal, more often than not, those will not be accepted. The same treatment often extends over into film in the sense that if something is horror, it's not film, it's horror film. It's a sci-fi, it's not a film, it's not art. And that mentality I think is incredibly damaging because it disavows all the art that people are making in horror as well as the personal expression. Is there a lot of bullshit in these genres? Absolutely. That is not to say they're bad, it's just to say that they are schlock, and I love that kind of film. One of my favorite movies to talk about, Johnny, you bring this one up a lot, is Ouija Shark. It is such a bad movie, but it was meant to be in the sense that it is just so clearly over the top and it is so low budget that you can't help but love it. Do I think that's ever going to win an Oscar? Absolutely not. But that being said, should we still take it seriously and look at it as a viable film, as an art phenomenon and personal expression? Absolutely.
Yes, somebody took the time to make it.
The bias
against had available.
The bias against these genres tends to be the perception that they're pulp or that they're made for the masses rather than an art audience, but that's also a bullshit categorization in my opinion.
So some of the, dare I say, some of the best art on the planet is just fucking punk ass, disgusting, disturbing art.
Let's talk about Marcel Duchamp's The Fountain, the urinal that was placed in a museum that drew critical attention to the definitions of art in the early 20th century. Like,
yep.
It literally was something you piss in. It was, it wasn't actually used. He took it from the manufacturer directly. I know the history of this one. But I bring it up precisely what you're saying, VK. Is that what we would call traditional art? Absolutely not. But is it viable? Is it worth something? Does it make some sort of meaning in its context? Absolutely. So, I think one other disclaimer for this episode is we are again taking these awards with a grain of salt. They don't mean that these films are inherently the best. They represent the Academy's attitudes towards these films. Do we like these films and love them? Absolutely.
Can I sidebar here? Totally a little off topic. What I look for in a film, which is, I was asking myself this question for years, like what makes to me, what makes a good film? What makes it fun? What do I enjoy most about? Because people ask me all the time. They go, "Why do you watch those shitty horror films?" I want to see things I've never seen before. And that's why I watch the shitty horror films, because they have creative ideas, they have techniques, they have something that I crave in films. I'm so tired of remakes. I'm so tired of Hollywood taking something I love and turning it to dog shit because they just want to do like a retelling of it. I'm tired of boring tropes. I crave more. Like, my soul craves more than that. And getting to see...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You keep going.
And getting to see some of these films, like, there are things that I have seen. People don't believe me when I tell them about these things. Like, fuck. I know we hate going... I hate going back to this. But, what's that one that we watched with Danny? I'm going to have to cut this a little bit.
A Greasy Strangler.
I was going to go Cannibal Women of the Avocado Jungle.
Oh my god! Cannibal Women of the Avocado Jungle.
Wait, I had one too. I was going to say Mystics in Bali.
Yes!
Oh, fuck. Such a good movie.
But did you... Hausu.
Hausu is wonderful.
But, like...
if we're going to talk about trash, like, shitty horror movies, Troll 2.
Yeah, we have to do another episode. Another episode of trash.
Every now and then you have a gem. You watch these shitty horror movies, these low-budget horror films, and every now and then you might find a gem, such as Troll 2.
And then you go, oh man, all the other dog shit was worth it. It took us 5 movies to get to that one. And that one made it all worth it. Go ahead.
I want to jump off of something you said about... kind of the feeling of film and what makes a good film or something enjoyable. First off, it's subjective. Art is subjective.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm quoting fucking Dracula right now. But that being said, jokingly, I was going to say, to quote something that Johnny and I have heard repeatedly for the past 6 days, I want to feel how it feels. Kate Bush running up that hill. She says, I want to feel how it feels. And that's kind of something that I think is true for film, though. I want it to resonate with me. And if it resonates with me because it's silly, or it resonates with me... I've been rewatching a scene from Cool World ever since we watched it the other day. And it's specifically when Hollywood appears for the first time dancing. And it's not because I think the film is the greatest film. It's not because I think that it's any, monumental thing per se. I am so in love with the rotoscoping of this character and the industrial music from My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult playing in the background. The two of them combined are unlike anything I have seen in other films. And I keep on thinking, where else can I find stuff? And of course it's Bakshi, so I can find his other work. But
I would the rotoscoping that to the Lochnar scene.
I can't, and like even pointed out to Johnny, fun fact, if you watch the scene, technically it's not properly rotoscoped fully because Holly's body starts panning up, like the camera pans up. You can still see the edge of the scenery. So she kind of just materializes rather than actually pans in. It's kind of a funny goof I saw. But even then, I'm like, I love that because it reminds us these are analog. And I'm kind of on an analog kick right now. But it's specifically that kind of idea. I enjoy it this is tautological. I enjoy it because I enjoy it. For me, that is what film is. You might go out, you beloved listener. I don't know your name. Give me a name.
Karen. Oh.
I was gonna say Sunrise, but Karen works here.
Tristan. I was having a conversation about Tristan.
You beloved cat Tristan. Now, Tristan, you might go out and watch something like The Mask with Jim Carrey and find something terribly inspiring in that I don't. Or maybe you find something in The Lion King, or maybe it's Sinners, or maybe it's something from the 1920s or 30s, James Whale's Frankenstein. Or maybe, I know VK, you love, it's Anna Biller, right?
I love Anna Biller.
Yeah. Something will resonate differently with each of us. For example, one of my favorite films I've referenced multiple times is I Saw the TV Glow as a non-binary person. It hits me very hard. Other people have said they think it's too art house or that it's just pretentious. And I'm like, point taken, but I feel it.
We all love the Neon Demon too. And a lot of
oh my God, like so good.
That is something that I look for in a movie is the cinematography, and a lot of the shots in the Neon Demon are what draw me to it.
The cinematography in that movie just itches your brain just right.
It does. It triggers a lot for me. There's the scene where like she's covered in the gold paint for that photo shoot.
Do you want me to tell you, this is my gauge for because I have a personal gauge for what makes a film good in my brain.
Oh,
right?
Can I guess it? Can I guess it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Walton Goggins is bare-chested.
No, but I mean that's cute. I'm not gonna. I will not. I plead the fifth. Okay, so listen.
We love you, Walton.
I'm sorry. I love my what do they call that? Trailer park hot. I love my trailer park hot men. It's very weird. That is not something. You know what? That's a whole different story for another time. Anyway, moving on. My gauge footnote. My gauge for a movie that has spoken to me is if I go into a movie theater and I feel a renewed sense of self when I leave that theater, and I'm thinking about that movie for at least a few days, up to a week, whatever. I'm still thinking about it consistently. That is my gauge. I feel like I'm inspired by what I just saw. That to me is a good movie. That's my gauge.
On the inverse, I agree with you. If that movie leaves me like, wow, I could watch that again, or wow, I feel different having watched it. If a movie obliterates me, I think of that film you showed me, and you have apologized to me way too much because I enjoyed the movie, Silent Night.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I had a nightmare about myself and Johnny and friends.
Wait, can you
all at the end of the
Silent
world.
Night you're talking about? Because
yes.
There's a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be specific.
Yeah.
Specifically, I forget which year this is, but Silent Night. What happens is this family and friend group get together in the British countryside in a like mansion to have a final Christmas together.
2021.
And essentially what's happening is a storm is coming because the earth is releasing toxins due to overpopulation. Now, the rumor is that this toxin causes a painful death, that if you inhale, you will not just die, it's incredibly painful. So Britain decides to give everybody a pill to quote unquote end it in, with dignity. And I'm not going to spoil the ending. Go watch it. But the ending was devastating. And I had a nightmare because of it. That led me to some of my best art that I've drawn. You can find inspiration even in the worst. But that movie stuck with me so much. I don't want to say I was like depressed after watching it, but it hit hard. I woke up crying. And Johnny can attest, I do not cry that often.
Can I
be
honest?
I woke up in tears. Yeah.
I do not.
I watched that movie, and when I first watched it, I didn't feel anything about it, but it was one of those films that I couldn't stop thinking about. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, and processed it, the more I was like, actually, this is a really good movie.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when I showed it to you and you had almost the same, it was kind of it was parallel to my reaction to it,
Mm-hmm.
where I was like, okay, it was okay. But then I thought more and more about it and like the way, the government could be, or the way the world could turn on itself, like the way in which it proceeded. The more I thought
Mm-hmm.
about it, the more I'm like, wow, that's messed up.
Yeah.
And it stuck with me. It's a great Christmas movie.
We
It is
we love a
bleak.
good
we,
Christmas
we
horror.
love a good post-apocalyptic Christmas film.
And in the apocalypse, y'all.
So let's get back to the
We
Oscars.
we
We are
probably
on
should
a
get back to the Oscars.
tangent.
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
but I
Listen,
mean, some,
it's been a while since we've talked to y'all, and
yeah,
we
this is
have
gonna be a
things
while.
on our hearts.
We have a lot
We
to
have things.
say.
We just have a lot of feelings.
So last year we were really surprised that Romulus, Alien Romulus, Nosferatu, The Substance. I think there was one more, wasn't there, or was it just those three?
Um,
I'm not sure.
I thought there was
Horror
another
Oscar
one.
nominations. A Walk to Remember. Um, no, I think we were talking about. Well, there's Substance, Nosferatu, Alien, Romulus, and then wasn't nominated was Late Night with the Devil
Oh yeah, no, I thought
because
that
we
was
were
the
disappointed.
year before. That was what we got. What we thought got snubbed.
Mm-hmm.
That was our
Although I
snub.
kind of understand with its AI usage.
Yeah, but David Dulsmont. Oh my god, I struggle.
That's Malkian.
Yes, Dustmalkian. Sorry, David. Um, I loved him in that. I fell in love with him. I'm still in love with him because of that movie. It was really good. Um, Alien.
So
Can I be honest? I didn't see Alien Romulus. The last Alien movie I
I
watched
haven't
was
either.
Prey, and I thought Prey was incredible.
I will
That's
say
Predator.
the gays were eating
Oh
up the
shit!
substance, and I
I'm
say
an
this
idiot.
as a gay.
Whatever, it's a crossover.
Sorry.
No, you're
And
right.
it was a crossover. I'm like, wait, that's Predator.
It's a crossover movie. It's fine. It counts.
Yeah.
Whatever. Wow, dummy. What?
Well, I think what was shocking about 2024 was the substance getting nominated precisely because it is such a body horror and it's visually stunning. It's also interesting because I'm pretty sure the director also did Revenge.
Yes.
Carly Farja?
Yep.
Revenge, 2017. Yep. Which is wildly
oh.
different than the substance.
Nope. Let's go back. I think Late Night with the Devil was the year prior. I think it was 2023. We need to look that up. But the Long Legs came out the same year. So I think that was Nicolas Cage's best role. I think he should have got nominated for Long Legs.
That was his 1 hour
I don't know
photo.
about that. He was so good in The Wicker Man. I mean, how could you not? The bees!
Not the bees!
They're in my eyes! Sorry, Nicolas Cage. We love you so much.
Long Legs was his 1 hour photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of
Yeah.
you who don't know, the movie 1 hour photo with Robin Williams was his best role.
You know,
Mhm.
And I will
that
die on
movie
that
did
hill.
bad.
It did.
Well, because
it
people
was...
expected Robin Williams. It's the idea that
He's
people have an
typecasted.
expectation and typecast. Like, well, think about Jim Carrey anytime he does a serious role. And I'm not talking 23 or whatever that movie was. I'm talking
number
like
23.
Yeah. I mean, look at Truman Show. I think that's honestly one of Jim Carrey's best roles because it allowed him to play to his comedic strengths, but also a serious issue.
That movie also bombed. I went to the theater to see it, and I loved it. I loved it. Here I am, this little tiny thing, going to the theater to see Truman Show. I loved it. Everybody hated it, and I could not, in my little tiny brain, understand why people didn't like that movie. You know? It made me sad. The Substance, going back to The Substance, though, that movie, it's I've rewatched it several times now. That movie's going to be my 21st century Misery. And we're going to talk about Misery later, but I feel like I've watched it enough times now to go, yep, this is a good movie. This is a great film. Demi Moore definitely earned best. She should have been. I think she got snubbed, but I also
I
think that
agree.
Margaret
She did.
Qualley kind of got snubbed because I think that she did a really good job being Demi
Sue.
Moore's like you know,
Sue.
split.
Her young.
Sue. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought that movie. I don't think that Demi Moore should have been. They were both leading roles. In fact, Demi Moore wasn't in it as much as Sue. And Sue went through all of the crap in the elevator. Well, it's gonna be spoilers. Sue ended the film.
Actually, technically,
Demi Moore did, but
as a starfish creature.
Yeah, technically Elizabeth did, but
fun fact, she actually learned how to dissolve as a human being to film that final moment. No, I think part of the reason that Demi Moore got it was precisely because she, first off, fit the concept of the film and the premise of aging and reflection of aging. But two, her bodily transformation as Elizabeth was much more drastic than Sue's. Precisely because she went from not only being a woman who was concerned with aging, she, over the course of the film, continued to decay as a person.
Yeah, that's fair. That was
where
yeah.
Sue, don't get me wrong, I think a nomination for either one of them would have been worthwhile. But I also think that Demi Moore, having been nominated, she was snubbed.
Also,
he was snubbed.
I hate Dennis Quaid in that movie. He was disgusting, but he was wonderful.
The fucking shrimp scene was vile.
I think that's the director's like MO though. She does that like weird zoom in on uncomfortable situations that I kind of love.
When they were doing their workouts, it was a lot of ass.
Well, but she did the same thing in Revenge. Yeah.
Revenge was a rough watch, and it's particularly because of the content and the concept of the film. And it falls in the same vein, because I think, didn't we watch that shortly after we went through all of the I Spit on Your Grave movies?
Yeah, we watched it.
Yes.
And I think we watched it... Did we watch it before or after we watched The Substance?
Before.
Okay. I'm glad we watched it before because it gave me some context for the cinematography in Substance. I liked it.
Yeah, the close-ups are great insofar as causing discomfort. I just remember, as Johnny said, there's a moment where Sue and some guy are about to have sex, and it's just like ass right in the
camera. Who won Best Actress that year?
Well,
it was for Honora.
Oh, Mikey Madison.
Just for Honora.
I haven't seen that movie, so I can't speak for it.
So that same year, I'm gonna move a little backwards. Nosferatu. So, Nosferatu...
That movie went hard crazy style.
There it is.
I love it!
There it is.
I
knew that was coming.
The moment... I love Nosferatu. And I am going to spoiler here because I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it on the internet. There's so many
you
names.
have had since the early 20th century to see the original.
I'm a vampire girly, obviously. Vampire girly. I think Lily Rose Depp was incredible in that movie, and it's complicated for me because I really like Nicholas Hoult as well in that film, and I think of all of Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose, and Nicholas Hoult, I think Nicholas Hoult should have been nominated.
I feel like Lily Rose Depp, though, did a lot of transformation in terms of her body and like the constant seizing.
Yeah, and
what people
most
have dubbed the gooning scene.
It was all practical. She did that, and it was uncomfortable.
Well, like there's the scene, and jokingly people have referred to it like as the gooning scene, where like it's become a meme, but where she like becomes incredibly heated sexually in terms of the acting and just.
I'm excited
it's so uncomfortably visceral because you can see like the character who's supposed to play her I don't think they're married at that point, right? They're
They
fiance.
were going to get married.
They're
yes.
engaged. But she basically is going to have sex with him, or it's implied, and she's just like possessed by something. Incredible roles, incredible acting throughout the film. And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Bill Skarsgård have a prosthetic?
Are we talking about the peen, or are we talking
The beepus?
The beep? Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw this. This is like a sidebar. He actually was given the beepus in a shadow box as a gift from Robert Eggers. I think
that's so sweet.
Yeah, isn't that like this?
Oh, we talked about that.
Straight face. Like, isn't that the sweetest thing?
I mean, if you like penis, sure.
It's cute. Bill Skarsgård has surprised the hell out of me, because when there are two actors that have surprised me. Bill Skarsgård in Hemlock Grove. Hemlock Grove is dog shit. It is not a good
dog
movie.
shit.
It is not good by any
I think that's the first thing I saw him in, actually.
Yes.
But I watched that entire thing, and it was not great.
And when
I'm sorry if you like it, but I didn't think it was that great.
It's bad. I think it's intentionally bad, though. The more I was watching, the more I'm like, oh, this is camp. It's Eli Roth who produced it.
That's still disappointing for me.
Yeah, it was Eli Roth that produced it. And so I thought, based off of that it was camp horror. Bill Skarsgård made me incredibly uncomfortable in Hemlock Grove. So having seen him in that movie, or that series, I was like, this guy's got a career. Like, that was the first moment that I was like, oh my god, this guy's weird. He's just uncomfortable enough to be like an interesting actor in other things. And then he got Pennywise. Then he got The Crow. Then he got the one, Barbarian. Then he got It. And then there was another one that he had done where he was a mute. And then it made sense for me that he was Nosferatu. He's undergone so many transformations, and he's done really well in his career. The other person that I said was going places, Dylan O'Brien. Do you guys know who he is?
He's from Teen Wolf, right?
Yes, but so I thought he was the best character.
The TV show Teen Wolf.
Yeah, he's Styles. He was the best character in Teen Wolf, and then I saw him in Maze Runner, and I'm like, this guy's actually, I like him. I think he's a great actor. He is a very slept-on actor, and I don't think he gets enough roles, but I will say he was dog shit in Caddo Lake, because that was
I was gonna say, what was that really shitty movie
it was
we
Caddo
watched
Lake.
with him?
And I think it was just an M. Night situation, honestly.
Wait, is that the one with the time loop thing?
When I saw that, and because I wanted to see it, because I love Dylan O'Brien. I think he's a great actor. Caddo Lake,
it's
terrible for him.
It's literally just a horror iteration of that song from the movie The Stupids, I'm My Own Grandpa. It's basically the premise.
But those are the two actors that I've always been like,
and
these
we
guys are
wanted
going
that to be
somewhere.
good.
I love
we
Bill
wanted
Skarsgård.
that to be good.
I also just recently found out, I know this is kind of veering off the deep end again. Alexander Skarsgård, him in Infinity Pool. I didn't realize that was a what's the director's name?
Brandon Cronenberg.
Yeah, I didn't realize
it's
that
the son of David Cronenberg.
I didn't realize that was a Cronenberg film.
Yeah, Brandon Cronenberg, the son of David.
Yeah, but I mean, they have a very similar energy.
So my take on the difference between the two of them is that David Cronenberg tends to focus on body horror, where Brandon Cronenberg focuses on some level of body horror, but much more on the psychological.
Yes, I was going to say like the mental.
Right, what happens in the mind, because you get, like, I think particularly of the film Possessor, where the main character, she's in the mind of somebody else and her face melts like a wax mask, and things like that. And while that is body horror, it's much more situated in the mind. And I mean, vice versa is true too. You know, David Cronenberg, I think of Videodrome and the psychological implications of that, but it's still much more seated in the visceral horror of transformation.
Right. But I know a lot of people have been comparing The Substance to Cronenberg.
I could see that.
A lot. And just the ending specifically, because of the body horror and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if The Substance would have been nominated if the Academy had to watch the film. Because of
That's a
its
good
ending.
question.
You know, Nosferatu absolutely, but also Nosferatu ends in a almost similar fashion to The Substance. If you really think about it, they both have extremely tragic, extremely grotesque endings.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably good the Academy didn't watch either of those films. But I will say the Nosferatu wouldn't have gotten as snubbed as it did. I thought it deserved more than just visual effects. Or was it no, I thought it deserved more than makeup. Oh no, it got a few. But it was only nominated. It didn't win anything. I think it
No,
would have won for
it did not win.
cinematography. It had somebody watched it. It would have won. There's that scene in Nosferatu. This is big time spoiler alert. Plug your ears, everybody. La 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 la. There's a moment in Nosferatu where there's like, you know what it's like to hear like a din of silence, like it's completely just void of all sound. And the horses come running up with the carriage, and he's just at the crossroads, and it feels like imminent danger, but he doesn't. Nicholas Holt doesn't understand it in that moment. And then the carriage just rolls up seemingly out of nowhere and he just steps into it. That moment alone should have given it best cinematography. It's wonderful. It's a perfect moment in film. Prometheus, we are getting into 2012. There was no nominations for horror between 2012 and 2024.
Probably because nothing really good came out around then.
Well,
No. I mean, A Quiet Place, I feel like should have got something. Oh, okay. Wait. No, I'm going to talk about something because I didn't like this movie, but there is a snub here. Uh, I'm sorry for those that like Hereditary. I was not a fan, but Toni Collette was definitely snubbed for an Oscar for that film, and I'm a little upset about it.
okay.
I think the scene that I call attention to every time with that is the transformation or possession scene where she throws
Yes.
Charlie's journal, notebook, whatever you want to call it, into the fire, and her husband catches on fire. And there's this look of just pure terror in her face that transitions to a pure numbness.
Y'all are going to be mad when I start listing off some of these horror films that were between those times. So from 2012 to 2023, not 2024, Talk to Me was 2023. That should have absolutely gotten something. There was also 2022 Barbarian, Prey, Smile, Pearl, X. Did 2022 Pearl and X came out the same year?
I believe so.
Wow, that's wild.
They were filmed together.
Okay. Barbarian,
which makes sense because they were on the same set.
Barbarian was a little weird. I kind of loved it, but I get
I don't
why
think it was good to win an Oscar.
No, but I think Talk to Me should have at least been nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to Me could have got cinematography.
Yeah. 2021 Night House, Titan, and Halloween Kills. Oh,
Titan. Okay, so I think that is a prime example of like an incredible film, but I understand why the academies might not like a film where a woman fucks cars.
I mean,
and is a serial
gets
killer,
pregnant,
and gives birth to a car baby, and pretends to be.
That. Are you kidding me? Is that what I'm missing?
Yes.
Holy
It's a great film.
Girl, it's okay. Because it technically falls under New French Extremity.
Yes.
So we're gonna watch it anyway.
So one of our later episodes is New French Extremity, so it's on our to-do list. Okay. 2020, The Invisible Man, The Dark, and The Wicked, and Possessor, which okay. 2019.
What do you mean? Okay, Possessor was a great film.
So wait. Oh, I think this list is a little mixed up because I'm actually looking at the list we're looking at. For some reason, Ben is between Prometheus and Lighthouse, and that was in 1972. So I think this list is a little
Wait,
funky.
was there a remake? Ben film 20.
No, 2009 was Midsommar, Us, The Lighthouse, and Ready or Not. And The Lighthouse was incredible. The chemistry between Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, I've never seen chemistry so good on film. You understood that those men were going insane, and the only company that the other one had was the other one. It was a wonderful film. Midsommar should have at least gotten nominated for cinematography.
Or how many flowers it had in a movie.
2018, Hereditary, Quiet Place, Halloween, Annihilation. 2017, Get Out, The Ritual, Split.
Get Out was nominated for Oscars.
The Ritual.
You know who gets snubbed all the time? That I'm so over him getting snubbed? James McAvoy. Has he ever been nominated for an Oscar?
Let me look.
I mean, I know he works with M. Night Shyamalan a lot. But that man can freaking act. No, he's never been nominated.
Golden Globe, BAFTA, Satellite yeah, he hasn't been nominated.
He was incredible in Split. That was honestly the best role he's ever done. He took it so serious. I liked him in that.
For what it's worth, other people agree with you for Split.
Really? I'm so
They're
glad.
Like, I don't understand why he wasn't even nominated. So, thank you, Reddit.
Thank you, Reddit. We appreciate you and your nominations.
Honestly, gonna be honest, I would trust Reddit before I trust the Academy.
That's wild.
What is that really wild?
No.
Is that really wild?
So, 2016 is one of my favorite zombie movies of all time. Train to
Shrek?
Busan.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Train to Busan is, they're remaking it, and I'm really upset.
I am with you on the remake. Maybe this is something that we should tackle in a larger episode.
American Train to
An
Busan.
American remake? They don't need to. Why?
I think we probably should address this in another episode, but I want to bring up, for example, Speak No Evil was remade, and the original is mostly in English. And it's like the idea that an audience can't relate with other people if they don't live in the exact same location, and it's stupid.
Get Out was nominated and won. Okay, so I messed up. I'm probably gonna have to edit this, or I'll just admit to my mistakes. I will admit to my mistakes. The IMDb list that we were given wasn't in release date order. I just realized that I could put it in release date order. I will take responsibility for my actions.
To be fair, none of us noticed it either.
So The Lighthouse, which we discussed, A Quiet Place was nominated for Best Sound, which is actually amazing.
Which is funny because the movie is a quiet place, so there's very
the sound of
all
that
the
film
sound is
incredible.
amplified. The beginning of that movie is very well. I'm assuming people have seen it with the little boy. You hear that rocket ship and you're like, oh shit.
2018. So I can understand why the sound was nominated because it's intentional. All of the sound had to be intentional for that movie. It was so good. Get Out was won for Best Original Screenplay. It was nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, 2017. I love Jordan Peele. I will die on that hill.
I will die.
have...
I will die with you.
I don't think you have to die on that hill. I think most people love his work.
When I found out that Jordan Peele was making horror after I had seen Key and Peele, I was like, I got you, bro. And then he made Get Out, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Please make more. Please make more.
I have a hot take here. Mm-hmm. Jordan Peele is better than Ari Aster.
I would agree.
Whoa.
Well, Jordan Peele actually makes social commentary with his horror.
Also, Beau is Afraid was a lot.
I will say I have not seen that one yet.
It was some old shit.
It took me 2 weeks to watch a 3-hour movie. No fucking lie.
And I said it earlier, I was not a fan of Hereditary, but I love Toni Collette's performance. And Midsommar, albeit wasn't that great, but I will agree that the cinematography was good. There are certain things that I like about his movies, but just overall, he's just not for me.
It says he worked on Begonia?
He didn't direct it, though.
Oh.
That's like Jordan Peele's involvement in him.
It doesn't hit those spots for me.
So Prometheus was nominated Best Achievement in Visual Effects. Black Swan, Natalie Portman won for Best Actress.
I have a funny story about that, actually.
Is it appropriate for the podcast?
It is.
Okay.
First of all, I want to say that I love Darren Aronofsky movies. Requiem for a Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of my favorite movies. Anyway, at the time Black Swan was released, I was a vegan at the time.
Oh.
And I remember I saw Black Swan in the theater with one of my friends. And I remember leaving there. We were talking about, like, the impact a movie leaves on you.
Yep.
Earlier, I remember leaving that theater thinking, okay, Natalie Portman is going to win Best Actress for this movie. And I was willing to, like, break my vegan diet on that statement. So when the Oscars rolled around that year, I went to KFC and I just bought one of those, like, snacker chicken sandwiches. And I was watching the Oscars with my friend. I was fully prepared to eat it if she didn't win, but then she won, so then he ate it. That was all. But I was right.
Low key, those chicken sandwiches are perfect. That was a good choice.
I didn't eat it though. But and long story short, I'm not vegan anymore. So, yeah.
Was it because of Natalie Portman?
Yes.
Was it because she grew
It was because Natalie Portman had sex with Mila Kunis. That's why.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely make everyone not vegan.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, this episode has gone off the rails.
Like
okay.
You know how, like, at the Oscars they show a bit of the movie every time they talk about the nomination? That's the scene they choose for Black Swan.
See, my story was appropriate until Dex made it not appropriate.
Yeah, Dex,
how did I make it inappropriate? Fuck you.
I mean,
I'm
Mickle.
talking about art.
I mean,
Mickle. I realized I called you Dex. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Mickle
You are
Mickle.
so toxic.
I know. It's fine. That's why we love each other. Okay, so moving on. The Wolfman, 2010. I am a Benicio del Toro fangirl. One for best
Isn't
makeup.
Anthony Hopkins in that?
Yes, and I actually loved him in that.
We will
Emily Blunt.
we will talk more about Anthony Hopkins in a little bit.
I want to have like a
almost
horror actor appreciation podcast at some point because we need to talk about Doug Jones. We need to talk about, like, people who have really created the monsters that we love at some point.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry.
We love you, Tim Curry. Sweeney Todd was nominated for Best Actor and Best Costume Design, won for Best Art Direction.
I love that movie.
It's pretty good.
I'm just a sucker for some musicals.
I'm a sucker for Tim Burton, even if some of it's bad.
Oh, that's right. That was Tim Burton.
It was Tim Burton.
And since we're on the topic of Sweeney Todd and Mickle and I just finished Stranger Things, the person who plays Henry is in Sweeney Todd.
I did not know that. Who does he
They
play?
play. He plays
Vecna.
Anthony.
No, I
He's
know.
Anthony.
Oh my god.
He plays Anthony, the young
Okay.
man that is hanging around with Sweeney Todd and
Oh,
trying
the
to
little
get
guy.
to
his
Joanne.
little...
Yes.
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Because as we were watching Stranger Things earlier this week, I saw him and I'm like, this guy looks so familiar, but I couldn't place him. And then I looked it up and I was like, there it is. That was it. Sweeney Todd.
So, 2000. We're in 2000. The Cell. Nominated for Best Makeup. Just Best Makeup.
That could have had cinematography.
No, it should have had costumes.
That should have had costumes. Absolutely. Everyone was obsessed with those suits that they wore.
So, okay, can we go down a little rabbit hole? I want to go down
a Tarsem Singh rabbit hole.
Yes. Iko Ishioka's Dracula. She did Dracula. She did The Cell. That woman is an incredible designer. I don't know what we did to deserve her work. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how we were allowed to partake in her presence, but her designs, they're top tier. Top tier. The fact that The Cell did not get nominated for costumes is mind-boggling. The Cell is very slept on. I feel like not enough people have seen it. Because it's very, like, Geiger. You know what I mean?
Okay, I am kind of upset.
Mugler?
I think it's Mugler.
It should have been nominated for more. The Cell was definitely J-Lo's best role, but also it was way ahead of its time. Like, it was too...
What do you mean?
I'm gonna.
She was also in Geely.
I don't think that was her best role.
Really?
I think Selena was her best role.
Okay, I take that back.
You don't think she was good in Geely? It's turkey time. Yeah, it's her and Ben Affleck.
I loved her and Selena. But I looked at costume design for that year, and Gladiator, which won.
Oh my god, won?
Yeah,
over
that
what?
won. 102 Dalmatians.
I'm gonna just
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Fantastic movie if you haven't seen it. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and a movie called Quills.
Wait, Gladiator won over How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I think Gladiator was the front runner that year.
Ugh. Okay. Whatever. We can't go back in time.
We're going back in time
to the Ice Age.
See, we got it in twice this episode, y'all.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to put that reference. I'm gonna sneak it into the description so people that read it will understand the context. That's what we're gonna do.
We're going back in time to the Oscars.
Oh,
To the Oscars!
Oh, let's not.
All right. So the next one is Shadow of the Vampire. Has Willem Dafoe ever won an Oscar? Can we give that man an Oscar? Because he's actually a great actor.
He is.
He has 0 Oscar wins to date.
Are you kidding me? He should have won for The Lighthouse.
He has 4 nominations. He wasn't even nominated for The Lighthouse.
What? He should have won for the... I'm sorry. Let's go. Can we actually go back in time, though? Let's build a time machine, because Willem Dafoe deserves an Oscar. Actually, I would have loved to see Willem Dafoe win for Boondock Saints.
I don't always forget that he's in American Psycho. He's the detective.
Yeah, but I think he was the detective ×4 in Boondock Saints. It was the same character.
I wasn't saying that he should get an Oscar for
Oh.
it. It's just I'm saying that I always forget until I watch that movie.
I
It's like, oh
forget
yeah,
he's
Willem
in it,
Dafoe's in
too.
this.
No. Okay, so he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor in Symphony or Shadow of a Vampire. And then it was also nominated for Best Makeup, got snubbed. I mean he was good in that movie. I'm surprised it got nominated for an Oscar. It almost seems like every time there's some Nosferatu offshoot, it gets a nomination. Shadow of a Vampire was like them making Nosferatu, right? I think that's what it was. All right. Trying to hurry up because we are pretty deep into this. Sleepy Hollow,
We're talking about the one with
1999.
Johnny Depp.
Yep, Tim Burton. How long have the Oscars been going on?
1929
1929.
or 1930.
So all of the
1929.
movies we've been watching that are public domain, the Oscars have probably watched. That's
Well,
wild,
if they watch
baby.
them at all.
Ah, I see what you did there. So 1999, we saw The Sixth Sense. That is probably the only time M. Night Shyamalan will ever get nominated. I'm sorry, M. Night.
Well, that's back when his movies were still good.
They were really. I actually enjoyed them. I liked The Ring.
I love.
I liked the. What's the fuck? What's the alien one?
Signs.
Signs. I liked Signs.
I did too. I think after that was when he started to like fall apart.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
For
with
me.
him. I will say
Because I loved Unbreakable and The Sixth Sense. Those were fantastic.
Well, Split is also going back to Split. Split is also very good.
Has a young Anya Taylor-Joy in it, doesn't it?
I think so, actually.
Yep.
Yep, you're right. I liked Split. I thought it's the best of the Unbreakable trilogy.
Oh,
I think.
My God. Is this who I think it is?
Who?
Oh my God, it is. You know who else was in that movie with Anya Taylor-Joy?
Huh.
The person who was the assistant to Jennifer Coolidge in the second season of White Lotus.
Oh my God.
Haley Lou Richardson.
Oh, I thought
Portia.
she was way younger than that. Girl, you got some good genes. That's all I want to say. Period. I love the White Lotus. Okay, I don't want to go off on more of a tangent. Let's continue. The Mummy was nominated for Best Sound, but we all know that was everyone's awakening, so it should have been nominated for Sexual Awakening.
I was going to say Bisexual Awakening.
Yeah.
Everybody was bisexual. Everybody is bisexual in watching that movie.
My favorite, which also could probably go along the same lines, is Interview with the Vampire. Got nominated for Best Art Direction and Best Score. Love, love, love that movie. It is very close to the book. It's one of the very few movies that I have seen that has been very close to the book. Even though a lot of people hate Tom Cruise as Lestat, I think he was a great Lestat. He was a little brat prince, you know? Frankenstein, 1994. Oh, this
Kenneth
is the
Branagh.
That's the Robert De Niro one.
It is the Kenneth Branagh directed one, though, right?
Yes, and I think Helena Bonham Carter's also in it.
She is. So
yeah, she plays Elizabeth.
Here we go. We're going back to costume. Dracula, 1992. That is
the one with Gary Oldman.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite Dracula movie.
Hold on, I want to pull this back up.
It's Francis Ford Coppola.
Iko Ishioka was actually won for Best Costume Design that year for Dracula, which is essentially the same costumes that she used in The Cell. The more you know. Best Sound Editing, Best Makeup, Best Art Direction is what it was nominated for. Gary Oldman probably should have got nominated for supporting actor, because technically Keanu Reeves was the main character, wasn't he? I think
he was Jonathan.
yeah, he was Jonathan Harker.
That's right.
So he would have been Gary Oldman. Oh no, Gary Oldman is listed as #1 on the top cast. So Gary Oldman should have been nominated.
Well, he plays Dracula. That's why.
And Gary Oldman is one of those actors that has like a he can be any character. And I don't think that people recognize that enough. He's incredible. Let's hurry this along. Silence of the Lambs was 1991. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Anthony Hopkins. Best Actress, Jodie Foster. Best Adapted Screenplay. That was when horror at the Oscars was serious business.
The only horror movie to ever win Best Picture.
That's
Still
wild.
the only one.
Silence of the Lambs is an incredible film. Like, hands down, one of the best.
Think about the legacy that Silence of the Lambs has left too. The fact that it is widely referenced, the fact that it is widely homaged, and I mean, it's widely known. I think, for example, this is a complete aside because it has nothing to do with the horror genre per se, but I mean, there's a whole scene that's referenced in Joe Dirt, of all movies.
There is.
Right.
And then, I mean, we just watched the Ed Gein Monster series, which, by the way, y'all, I don't know what Ryan Murphy is doing anymore. I don't think Ryan Murphy knows what Ryan Murphy is doing anymore.
Yeah.
We watched the entirety of that series, and while it was interesting, we kept on having to look up, like, obviously some of it's going to be exaggerated, but it took some very strong artistic liberties that were incredibly problematic. And trying to make Ed Gein fuckable is probably one of the most heinous things one can try to do.
The actor who played him, though, did a really good job.
But I still maintain that that is one of the most problematic adaptations or representations of Ed Gein, to try to make Ed Gein fuckable and a redeemable character.
That is when you're basing your horror films off of one guy, it probably can't be redeemed. Probably not.
But yeah, I bring that series up in particular because there were direct references to Silence of the Lambs, because part of it was inspired by multiple serial killers. Anyway.
All right. 1999 are the lovely and most amazing Misery.
You mean 1990?
Oh, sorry. 1990 Misery. The lovely and amazing Kathy Bates. James Caan? James Caan.
Con.
Con? Is that how you say that?
Con. James Caan. He's also an elf.
Yeah. He is a great character.
Those are his two films.
Those are his hills.
Hills.
Kathy Bates is incredible in Misery, and even on the rewatch of Misery, I still get excited about how good she is in that film. Kathy Bates, that woman is a force to be reckoned with. She is incredible. And I know not a lot of people like American Horror Story, but I think that her characters in American Horror Story are some of her best characters.
Delphi Lowry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was so good for that role.
Incredible. And she won for Best Actress in 1990 between Misery, 1990, Beetlejuice was 1988. Won for Best Makeup. Yay! You go, girl. V. Neal did the makeup.
I was going to say, I wonder who did that.
V. Neal! We love you, girl! Between 1988 to 1986, we had The Fly, which won for Best Makeup, Jeff Goldblum.
Which is incredibly understandable.
You go, boy. That was a great movie. Aliens won for Best Sound Editing and Visual Effects. Sigourney Weaver was nominated for Best Actress, Best Art Direction, Best Film Editing, Best Score, and Best Sound. That was the most I think anything had been nominated for between that time and Silence of the Lambs. So we're not doing great here historically.
Well, we're also moving backwards.
Yeah, and I wanted to do that to sort of make sense as to why horror has just not been in the picture. So, Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, 1986. That is not a movie I would have nominated at all.
I'm kind of surprised that Poltergeist 2 was nominated.
Best visual effects. Wild, right? That's a choice.
That's questionable.
Yep. And then 1982, so that's 86, 82. Poltergeist was nominated for Best Sound Editing, Visual Effects, and Original Score.
The exterior of the place where they go to meet with the parapsychologist is the library from my undergrad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So then we're moving into American Werewolf in London, 1981. One for Best Makeup. You go, John Landis. You go. You go, boy.
I mean, the practical effects, especially the transformation scene, it's one of the most iconic transformation scenes.
It is. It's we don't get enough werewolf
body horror
like that makes sense. That looks good, you know? Which I will say, going back to Hemlock Grove, the werewolf transformation scene in that is actually surprisingly good if you want to go back and look at it. I like that one. I think it's one of the better ones.
I don't know. What do you mean? What about the George transformations in Twilight?
Yeah, those are so good. Oh my god. Where have you been, Loka? 1980 Altered States. Which I don't actually think I've ever seen that movie.
I don't think I've seen it either, actually.
Best sound and best original score. We have to watch that one. Let's put that on the list.
Hold on. Have I seen... No, I haven't seen this.
Amityville Horror 1979, nominated for Best Original Score.
My dad grew up, at least part of his childhood, not too far from the house.
That's cool. That's really cool. Because isn't that like...
Yeah.
Is that like a legitimate house?
I don't know if the one in the film is the actual house, but yes, the
like it's
house
based on
is...
a house. Like a true... semi-true story.
Yeah, the story's just based on a house. It has nothing to do with what happens in the house. It's just the house itself.
I mean, the bleeding walls is really cool. I would like to believe that. Alien, 1979. One for Best Visual Effects. Nominated for Best Art Direction. Oh man, we're running out of movies. Carrie, 1979. Nominated for Best Actress.
Oh my god. There's one scene that will stand with me forever.
Nominated.
Mm-hmm.
There's one scene that will stick with me forever, and I mean that movie is incredible altogether. But Sissy Spacek is in the middle of the road, and John Travolta. It's John Travolta, right?
It is.
They're barreling towards Sissy Spacek, and she just looks at them, and like her body twitches in a weird direction, and the car flips. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's just the positioning of her body was
the triggering moment in that movie for me is the plug it up, like the shower when the girls are
beginning of the movie,
like tampon. It's very much.
Can I just say fuck everybody in that movie?
They're
who
so
isn't
mean
Carrie
to her.
And, like,
it makes me
how
so
dare
mad.
you...
I connect with her.
Sue Snell was trying to do the right thing.
Is she the student or is she the teacher?
Sue Snell is the student who gets her boyfriend to go to the prom with Carrie, and then she ends up not going to the prom at all.
She's the one who has the vision at the end, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because fuck everybody else, because even the teacher who was trying to intervene laughs at Carrie at the end. But also, fuck all of those teenagers like laughing at Carrie for not knowing what a period is. Having gone through an education where abstinence only was our sex education, like, sadly, that is the reality for some people. But also, even if it weren't, they had to have known who her mother was.
Harper Laurie did a fantastic job.
Fuck everybody in Carrie.
Yeah.
Except for Carrie and... Yeah!
We're sorry, Sissy Spacek, that they dumped pig's blood on you.
Yeah,
listen, she got her life together and became Rod's mom in Hot Rod.
I forgot about that.
She did!
That is Sissy Spacek.
1976, The Omen. Won for Best Original Score. Yes. 1975, Jaws. Scared
did that win
every
for Best Score?
Person in California. They did not want to go in the water.
And Florida.
Yes. I love a coastal horror movie. They need to be scared of something. I think
it's one of those movies. It's one of those movies that was so successful at scaring people that it left a lasting impact. And the only other two that I can think of, really, one of them is the obvious, the log truck in
Final Destination 2.
You're not wrong.
And the other one, and this is a surprising one because a lot of people don't know this, The Exorcist is the reason that people think Ouija boards are evil now.
What?
Prior to The Exorcist, while some people did see them as evil because spiritualism is often seen as evil, especially in conservative circles, it did not have the connotations of demon possession. Rainbot on YouTube has a wonderful breakdown of this. Highly suggest it, but the reason that people see Ouija boards the way that they do today is mostly due to The Exorcist.
Whoa.
Isn't that wild?
That's pretty weird, actually.
Because it was seen more as like a parlor trick and associated with early, like 20th century spiritualism.
Yeah.
But it didn't have those connotations until The Exorcist.
I'm not a fan of the Ouija board. I think there are too many elements at play. I think everybody having their hands on the planchette. I don't know. I just feel like it's too many hands in the cookie jar, if that makes sense.
Too many cooks. It takes a lot to make a stew.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, Jaws won for Best Sound, Best Film Editing, and Best Score. It was nominated for Best Picture. That's a lot for 1975. What? All right, here we go. Exorcist, 1973.
I won't do the rest because of copyright.
Won for Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Sound Editing. Nominated for Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, and Best Production Design. Ben, 1972. I have not seen that movie. It was nominated for the Best Original Song performed by Michael Jackson. Hold on. Pause, please. We're probably not going to be able to play it on YouTube, but I will put it in the description. Michael Jackson, Ben, was a ballad for a Motown horror film. Are you kidding me? All right, I'm going to put it in the... It's a spin-off movie for Willard. It's a spin-off to the 1971 killer rat film Willard. So this Ben, Michael Jackson's Ben, was made for the spin-off of Willard, and it was an original song for the movie that was nominated. And it is, I've heard it. I didn't realize it was associated with a horror film. Did you?
Nope. But good to know.
Okay, well, we will drop it in the description because this is a wild... 1968, The Wonderful Rosemary's Baby. Nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Won for Best Supporting Actress, Ruth Gordon. 1967, Wait Until Dark, which I have not seen this film. Nominated for Best Actress,
I think I have
Hepburn.
seen this. Wait until... Hold on, let me make sure it is the one that I think... Is there a famous heel-grabbing scene? Yep. I have seen this movie. I saw this at a friend's party a long time ago.
So the description for this movie is kind of wild. A recently blinded woman is terrorized by a trio of thugs while they search for a heroin-stuffed doll they believe is in her apartment. Whoa.
There's a famous jump scare in the movie, and I confirmed that it was the movie I was thinking of. It's towards the end. She's getting away, and somebody jumps out and grabs her heel.
Okay, I'm actually excited about this next one. 1964, Quiden? Quadin? Hopefully I'm saying
Wait,
that
in
Quite
correctly.
on.
Quidon?
quite
Quite
on.
on.
Yeah, it's quite on.
A collection of 4 Japanese folk tales with supernatural themes. Nominated for Best Foreign Film. Which is crazy
That has been
because,
on my.
I mean, we have to talk about, like, going back to The Ugly Stepsister. We have had almost no foreign films between Quite on Time to The Ugly Stepsister. Now,
There was
1964 to 19...
Horror wise.
Horror
well,
wise.
Parasite.
So, are you saying that is a big gap for foreign film? Because foreign film has historic. I mean, that's a
Foreign
historic
horror.
category. Are we talking? Yeah, we don't have a lot in that representation.
So
That's
technically,
what I wasn't understanding.
for foreign horror, we have Quite on 1964 to essentially Ugly Stepsister 2026 or 2025, right? There's nothing else in between.
Foreign.
That's horror related, which is gross, actually. That's why I was really surprised that The Ugly Stepsister was in there.
Pan's
Parasite.
Labyrinth.
Ones?
Pan's Labyrinth wasn't nominated, was it?
That's
Because Pan's
golden.
Labyrinth is also horror. I will fight anybody that says otherwise.
No, that is horror. I think it was nominated for foreign.
But people don't consider it horror, so it's basically along the same lines as Parasite, right?
Moving forward.
Okay. Whatever happened to Baby Jane 1962?
One thing that I'm noting consistently in these is that a lot of these things that are listed as horror, while they are horror, they also fit thriller very much.
Right.
And I think that's why, because like, I look at some of these, I'm like, I'm not surprised that some of these made the list precisely because they also fit that thriller category. Like the next one on the list, 1960, Psycho.
Psycho.
Psycho is horror, but it fits a thriller atmosphere equally. Plus, Alfred Hitchcock is known as like an art director.
So we're going to kind of run through the next few because we're going into the 50s now. The Bad Seed, 1956. There weren't a lot of films made back then, so I don't really want to like be like, "Oh god, amazing." You know, they were nominated. They didn't have a point of they didn't have a baseline yet. So I feel like
To be fair, even in the first Oscar, there were nominations that didn't win, which had to have sucked. But like, imagine being up against one other film and
Right.
not winning. Because I was looking at the list and there were several, but it was like
holy
small.
crap. I'm looking at 1945, a picture of Dorian Gray. Angela Lansbury
I saw that.
was nominated for Best Black and White Supporting Actress. Who was the teapot in Beauty and the Beast?
Jesus Christ, Rike.
She's in Company of Wolves.
Yes. She's the one who tells the story, like, you don't deviate from the woods. Girls behave this way.
I love that. I had never. Can I be honest? I had not seen Company of Wolves until last year, and I feel like I want to watch it again because it's very good.
Wait, how is...
All right, 1943, Phantom of the Opera. I'm just gonna scroll
Hold
through
that
these.
thought.
Okay.
Angela Lansbury appeared in Glass Onion.
What?
Or she was part of writing it, but it says that she was in Glass Onion.
She made a posthumous cameo in Glass Onion.
She was Angela Lansbury.
Oh my god,
as
she
Angela
was
Lansbury.
in an Among Us Zoom call with Benoit Blanc. She was playing Among Us with Benoit. And it was after she passed.
That's beautiful.
You go, Queen. Are you kidding me? I love that. Good for her.
She died doing what she loved. Amogus.
Amogus. All right. Last few. 1943, Phantom of the Opera. won for cinematography, color, and best art direction. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, nominated for cinematography, and Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Oh, so those 1941, 1931 Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde won for best actor Frederick March.
I
And
love
that's
that
the
it's
list.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and then Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I guess there wasn't a lot to go off of.
Nope, that's all they had. Look, those are 19. Didn't they say the Oscars started in
29.
So it went from 1929 to 1931 before they even nominated a horror movie.
Okay, to be fair though, that's 2 years compared to some of the gaps that we're seeing here. And looking at it, let me tell you some of the categories that we had in the first one. We had Outstanding Picture, Best Unique and Artistic Picture, Best Directing Comedy Picture, Best Directing Dramatic Picture, which shows where the priorities were kind of the split between comedy and tragedy. Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Writing Original Story, Best Writing Adaptation, Best Art Direction, Best Cinematography, Best Engineering Effects, and Best Writing. And to give you an idea, for Outstanding Picture, we had Wings from Paramount Famous Lasky, The Racket from the Caddo Company, and Seventh Heaven from Fox. 3 films up for nomination compared to what we have today.
Yeah, we get like 10.
And this has to suck. Best cinematography, there are 4 nominations. 3 of them are the same person, George Barnes, and he didn't win.
Oh.
Sorry, George Barnes.
Wow.
That has to
So he had
suck.
a 75% chance of winning and still didn't.
Oof.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, that's it. That's the list. This was the longest episode we've ever done.
Is it the longest we'll ever do?
No.
We can't say.
We're going to have to... It's going to get worse.
No.
It's only downhill from here.
We're going to have to do like
folks.
7 hour.
Come join us.
Forever.
Endeavor. I'm sorry.
No, you gotta say it like in the Sandlot. Forever.
Oh my god.
Join us as we go back in time to the Ice Age.
I really...
3 times. 3 times, motherfuckers.
3 times, and you call the evil of the time machine.
Oh, fuck. I'm going back in
Bloody
time
Mary.
now.
Actually, you
Or
know what? I think
Candyman.
it's been 3 times this episode.
It was 3 times.
Oh, shit. It's like Candyman.
That was the 3rd time.
It's like the Orange County Candy.
You
Oh,
have to say Candyman 5 times.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to include that reference into our description this month, so people at least can get.
Listen, y'all, we're talking about something that if you grew up in Orange County was not really obscure, but has become obscure because it doesn't exist anymore.
Yep, that's what happened. So, I will share it in the description. I'll put it as the bonus in the description so you guys can see the reference that we're talking about. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been a crazy episode. I'm glad that we got to kind of sit down and talk about this, though. We've been literally talking about wanting to do an Oscar episode. Horror deserves better, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it does. It's creative. It's fun. It's...
They should just get their own category, like best horror movie.
Well, I mean,
Fuck that. They should be in Best Picture.
They should be in Best Picture.
They should be in Best Picture, absolutely.
But they should also get their own category just for funsies.
Yes.
So they can take it away from others.
I want to see like an indie horror category at the Oscars.
I do feel like that if Sinners does really well, then that is going to open up a lot of like doors for horror at the Oscars.
I feel like the last 2 years we have really grown as a society because we had The Substance is very weird to get nominated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's only because they had Demi Moore, to be honest. Like I don't want to like shit on it because it's a great body horror film. It's a great film. But had it not had Demi Moore, I don't think anybody would have batted an eye. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I would agree.
I am excited about the future. I'm excited that the Academy has to watch the films, and I want people to understand that there is a lot of creativity in horror that they haven't seen elsewhere. I think Nosferatu was a little bit of a weird nomination because gothic horror is not for everyone. It's a tragedy most of the time. It's very like Romeo and Juliet tragedy level. You know what I mean? Actually, it's worse. But I truly think that horror as a genre is completely looked over because of what it is and what it does. But I think people are glossing over that fact because they see blood, they see gore, they see problematic situations, they see camp. They don't see the creativity, they don't see the makeup, they don't see the acting, they don't see the story, they don't see what's really truly behind it, and that frustrates me. I want people to
Like
enjoy
I
it
said,
more.
it's like I said about genre fiction. These are arbitrary categorizations and divisions, and while yes, horror is a genre, to deny it as art is asinine.
I feel like that's the quote.
That's
Is
the
that
quote.
yeah? To deny horror as art is asinine.
Yeah, I'm not quoting anybody. I'm just making a point.
We're quoting Mickle Mackle, obviously.
Put it on a bumper sticker or something. I want to see it around town, and then be like,
Honestly,
"Ew, people quote me."
I love that. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to add to the Oscars this year,
I
other than
want
Jesse Plemons
horror
got
to sweep.
snubbed? Sweep
I want
it,
horror to sweep.
girl.
Sorry,
to
I want
sweep.
horror to sweep. Yeah,
It needs it.
I would.
It's
And,
time.
I would love to see.
It's
and
our
Amy
time.
Madigan to win for Aunt Gladys.
Ah, you go, Aunt Gladys. We love you. So,
Yes.
do we have?
Yeah.
Can we? Let's talk predictions before we go.
Horror sweeps.
But what are your predictions?
That's my prediction.
Emma Stone's gonna win for Begonia.
Yeah.
I feel like Sinner's gonna do well.
I don't think they're going to take everything, but I think they're going to do well. At least for sound, they're going to win.
I do have a concern.
What?
I would absolutely love for Sinners to win Best Picture, but it's up against One Battle After Another. And that movie was also very, very good.
I feel like it's pretty close. I feel like One Battle... okay.
One of those is definitely winning, though. It's either going to be Sinners or One Battle.
I also haven't seen F1 or Hamnet?
Hamnet.
Yeah. Haven't seen some of these.
We should try to watch them.
Yeah, I'm going to try. But as far as what I've seen, One Battle After Another I feel like is going to take Best Picture. Just given our current political climate, I think it's going to take Best Picture. Right? Does that feel fair?
It was very well done, too. It was really good.
Leading role, it's either going to be Michael B. Jordan or Leonardo DiCaprio in One Battle After Another.
That's another tough one. Again, Sinners versus One Battle.
Yeah. Performance by an actor in a supporting role, Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another. Loved him in that. Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein. Delroy Lindo, don't think he's going to do that one. Sean Penn, don't think he's going to do One Battle After Another. And Stellan Skarsgård in Sentimental Value.
Delroy has won other awards for his role in Sinners, that's a possibility.
It's going to be either Jacob Elordi or Benicio del Toro for that category. For supporting role, right? Do we like that or no?
I'm going to throw Delroy in there instead of Jacob Elordi.
Okay. All right. So Benicio del Toro versus Delroy. Got it. Performance by an actress in a leading role. Jessie Buckley Hamnet, Emma Stone. You know what? Honestly, she's taking it. Begonia. I don't even want to read the rest. Oh, what about Kate Hudson in Sung Blue?
I haven't seen that movie, but Kate Hudson is a really good actor.
Yeah.
Too, so She might get that, but I have like I felt with Natalie Portman in Black Swan. I do feel she's gonna win for Begonia. She did win for Poor
Contender.
Things, which another fantastic movie.
Yes, watch it. Performances by an actress in a supporting role. So we've got Elle Fanning, sentimental, Inga, sentimental, Amy Madigan, weapons. Oh, it's Amy Madigan.
I
Oh.
hope so. I really do.
The rest of them are like Wunmi Mosaku for Sinners and One Battle, Tiana Taylor, One Battle After. I honestly, Amy Madigan. If she doesn't win for Aunt Gladys, I'm gonna be really sad. I'm sorry, I'm putting that into the universe. I don't give a shit who else is in that category. Amy Madigan deserves an Oscar. We all know Best Animated Feature Film is probably going to be K-pop Demon Hunters.
That was really good. That was a fun movie.
Well, the others are like Arco, Yu-Gi-Oh, Little Amelie.
Unless the Academy is filled with furries.
Oh, and then it's going to be Zootopia too.
Yeah.
Judy Hopps.
That's nothing against furries, but that's the only way that I think that would get picked over K-pop Demon Hunters in the context of animated feature film here.
Yep. Animated short film, Butterfly, Forever Green, Girl Who Cried Pearls, Retirement Plans, 30 Sisters. I actually have not seen any of those.
Those are short films, that's why.
Is there like a list that
very seldom seen?
Yeah. Is there a list we can watch? Yeah, it's this list that we're looking at right now.
I mean, that's like publicly available.
No. This list that we are looking at right now is
but like that we can watch without like renting that. You know what I mean? Like
okay, okay. The films,
the short
films.
I thought
you meant the list being publicly available.
No.
Those short films usually show up on YouTube, but it's usually after the Oscars.
Ugh. Okay. Achievement in cinematography. We're almost done with this list. Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another. Sinners, Train Dreams. It's probably
Sinners for cinematography.
I think Frankenstein.
Bitch.
Cinematography. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is good, but I feel like I don't know. The cinematography for Sinners was.
Why is Avatar?
Really
costume design, Avatar is on there. I don't even think Frankenstein's gonna win for costume design.
I agree with that.
Given that Mia Goth looked like a bug through the entire thing, and I mean that in the compliment. Like she was always wearing something that was very
like
insectoid. Yes, and that fit her character. It worked well.
I loved it.
I think
Frankenstein's gonna win for costume. Directing, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. I think it's gonna be a toss-up between Sinners and One Battle.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the battle this year. It's always going to be those two.
Oh my god.
We can skip documentary because we haven't watched any of these.
Yeah, and short film. Achievement in film editing is probably One Battle After Another or F1. I haven't seen F1, but I heard it's very good as far as the editing is concerned.
International feature film.
Let's skip that one because...
Yep, we haven't seen those. Live action short film we haven't really watched. Makeup and hairstyling. Frankenstein, Kokuho, Sinners.
The Ugly Stepsister's on there. As much as I want the Ugly Stepsister to win, I think it's going to be Frankenstein.
I have a vibe it's either Ugly Stepsister or Frankenstein.
I hope they win. Ugly Stepsister. We need a weird international win, you know? Original score. Begonia,
I feel like
Frankenstein. Go ahead.
Of the ones I find the most memorable, Sinners.
Sinners better win originals. That's the one thing I wanted them to be nominated for.
One Battle After Another had good environmental storytelling through the sound.
But Sinners.
But it's not like a soundtrack that you could sit.
Original score.
Yes.
Original song is going to be Sinners. I'm just going to say it right out.
I don't know. It might be Golden. I say that only because more people.
You know what? Popular. You're probably right. It's going to be Golden.
Because that has been wildly popular. If it's
not Sinners, it will be Golden.
Yeah. Best Picture. I'm with you. I think it's a toss-up between Sinners and One Battle.
Mm-hmm. I think
we're all in agreement there.
I can't wait to go back to this after and see, because I kind of want to discuss I want to discuss it. Also, why is Avatar in there? Most of that shit movie is CG. It's
so
CG.
angry.
No, it just makes
I-
me mad because it's all CGI. You can't have a costume design for a mostly CGI movie. Come on. That's why
Yeah,
Nosferatu
I'm
got snubbed because of other bullshit like that. Anyway, I think that's our episode.
well. No, I agree with you on that in the sense that like it's hard to judge something that is purely CGI against something that is practical effects in terms of like I'm looking at production design right now, and yeah, Avatar's not on here because for obvious reasons most of that is CGI. Frankenstein, though, I just read something that like it was all practical. All the sets were real.
Well,
Guillermo del Toro was
likes to do
adamant.
that shit.
Yeah, he does not like.
No, he hates it. I love Del Toro. I want more Del Toro movies. I love him so much.
This category.
I love his movies.
Mm-hmm.
This category makes more sense. Visual effects, Avatar, Fire, and Ash.
There you go. And with that, I think that's the end of the episode. This was a long episode, guys.
We made it.
Barely. This was a long episode. I kind of had a feeling that the Oscars episode was going to be the longest, though. Let's be real.
It tracks.
Well, I mean, the Oscar ceremonies are always over like what? They're always like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we caught up. No, this was important though. To come out of a movie theater and be renewed as a person is the best feeling in the world.
The hell are you talking? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god! Why are you gonna ruin the moment?
For
And with
funsies.
That's what he's here for.
All right, that's your job. Smickle's job.
That is my. It's literally on my job description. Payroll actually lists it as one of my obligations.
To be a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Do you have a PhD in being a pain in the ass?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, payroll. You're getting
paid?
Anyway, thank you all for this wonderful night of listening to us ramble about the Oscars. Moving on from payroll.
VampireKitten.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm apparently the one who's hated in the group, Mickle Mackle.
Thank you all for joining us. You can stream us on Apple, iTunes, YouTube, anywhere where audio media exists. So thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one. We are going back to hopefully a normal schedule. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy the Oscars.